It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
First and 10, Taylor now. Gets past one man. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Looking to throw. Phillips. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 5, here's second and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Phillips. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball player.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 78 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
The Jaguars at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. And they'll run with ETN. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 124 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they get him down to about 4. Takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw is Phillips. Off the play fake. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here because on that last run it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Phillips. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw. Phillips. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Phillips looking to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Fancy footwork at midfield. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Phillips. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Phillips. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Phillips now to throw on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
After review of the play,
touchdown. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
On the draw is Taylor.
Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Phillips. Escaping the pressure right.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Phillips to throw on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdowns.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Phillips on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Phillips. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be caught at about the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Indianapolis. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Etienne once more.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Etienne up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throw.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Phillips. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Phillips. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Phillips. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Phillips to throw on 2nd down. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. 11 yards for number 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so